It's Wednesday, February 14th, 2025. Today we have an enhanced risk, so I'm just going to talk about that real quick. If you go here, we can see that our area is right under an enhanced risk. If we go on counties, you can see that we're just outside, but I would just say we're probably going to be in it, and it'll probably extend over to our area eventually. And you can see we aren't in the tornado threat as much. We do have a 2% chance of tornadoes, but it's possible that this 5% chance comes over to our area. But the enhanced risk is driven by a damaging wind threat. You can see that right here. It's not a hash risk. I wouldn't be surprised to see it end up getting a hash risk. Right now it's looking like anywhere from 60 to 70 mile an hour winds is the greatest threat. So if you're in this area, I would watch out for damaging winds. And then we have a hail threat, but it's very limited, just a 15% chance, but I'd still be prepared for some damaging winds. And then if we go over and look at the models right here, I'll look at this one first. Oh no, this one isn't the high res. I'm gonna look at this one here. You can see that this is when this is a little different than what I was seeing on the previous run, but you can see around 7 p.m. that's when this model thinks our main line will come through. You can see we still have some storms over here, so I'll watch out for those. And then if we go farther, you can see that it just kind of scattered. This one isn't showing it near as impressive as the run before. And then it looks like there's going to be 2 rounds. This one's around 2 a.m. Thursday. So tomorrow this would be around 2 a.m. So I would be prepared. I would be weather aware anywhere from maybe like 10 a.m. Chances are we won't have 10 a.m. But I noticed there is some storms over here. So I'd watch out for those around 10 to 11. And then we'll have another time of severe weather possible later tonight. And then if we look at this model, it's showing it a little worse. Around on this one, let's see, 1 a.m. it's showing a pretty impressive line of storms with this one. It does sort of weaken right before it gets to us, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a big line of damaging winds for this area. So I was just going to talk about that. And then we do have some severe weather, not for our area, but as we go farther, we do have some more severe weather. Like tomorrow we have this. We only have a 2% chance of tornadoes. We have a damaging wind threat, and then we have a large hail threat. And notice this big margin risk. That's going to turn into a lot bigger of a threat as we get into Friday. It's going to get way bigger and way more serious. You can see Friday we have a slight risk. If I click on that one, we have a slight risk. It doesn't look like that big, and it's going to affect a lot of Canada, but I don't really have access to much data in Canada. But what we do have is a hashed risk, and that is pretty significant. And I think we could see a moderate risk for tornadoes, long track tornadoes. This is a serious situation, so be prepared for this time on Friday this week. So just a heads up for Friday. So I just wanted to point that out. And one other thing I wanted to point out is that we have a heat risk too. You can go here. Pretty big heat risk on Sunday. You can see we have major impacts. We have extreme impacts over here. We're going to see like way above average temperatures over here, and then it continues into Monday, and we actually start to see it in Ohio. We're still seeing major impacts, so this is going to be a very dangerous situation. So be prepared for heat indexes from 100 to 107 in our area. I think they'll be higher over here, even though it's farther north. And I think that's all I have to say for today. So subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on. David Powell will probably be going live today, so just check his channel out. He'll be covering Western Kentucky, and now he's starting to cover more areas, so I'll check him out even if you're not in Western Kentucky. Goodbye. I'll see you in the next one.